All right, and here and final game of the prelims. The London Devilettes are in first place. They are 2-0 this weekend. Rochester Junior Americans are 1-1 after last night's shootout loss. Rochester wins the faceoff. Puck gets sent deep into the London Devilettes territory. They are from London, Ontario, Canada. Trying to bring that puck out, held in by DeRocha. Devilettes trying to bring this puck out, pass it out into the neutral zone, grabbed by Alexa O'Neill. O'Neill dumps his puck back in. Chasing it down is Claire Purdy. Purdy takes his back into a trapezoid, passes all the way up into the neutral zone, caught by Leah Giroux. Giroux loses it. Isabella Gianta brings this puck in. Gianta is tripped. Refs don't call anything. These same refs didn't call any of those things. Oh, there's a big hook, too. Hensel passes this over to Gianta. So these officials, same officials, didn't call many penalties last game. And that last game, a 14U game, ended in a brawl. About 8 of the 10 players on the ice were swinging at the end. And no penalties issued for that either. Emma Holm going in, passing that puck off. Emma, shot deflected, goes high and wide. Kept in by Lily Muldowney. She sends this back in. Near corner, Rochester able to play this puck up and out into the neutral zone. Chasing it down, Catherine Crowley. Crowley over the blue line. Crowley loses that puck. It goes into the corner. She goes after it, not able to get there. Puck is brought up, back up by London. Skating this out into the neutral zone, Jamie Ryall. Ryall dumps this in. She goes off for her change. Puck grabbed by Sophia Ketz. Ketz passes up for McDonald. Summer, one touches this into the O-zone. Chasing after that puck, Andy Eipen Van Zielen into the corner. Van Zielen battling, trying to pull that puck out. It is taken up by Marissa Chirico. Chirico sends this up, and that gets dumped in. Caitlin Casper's in goal for Rochester. In net for the London Devilettes, number 1, Danica Rogers. There's a shot that goes wide into the corner. Picked up by Samantha Latini. Latini sends this in deep for Van Zielen to play. She sends this around to the far side. London bringing this puck back out. Caught in the neutral zone by Sarah Hensel. Hensel has this poked away by Kyla Rumford. Rumford chases after Hensel. Hensel gives this to O'Neill. O'Neill brings this puck up right towards us. Trying to keep this puck away from Julia Ritchie. Passes over to Hensel. Hensel can't catch it. It's grabbed by Julia Ritchie. It was Julia Ritchie and Marley Schinner, a 9 and a 19. One of them, I missed the 10s spot. Leah Giroux with this puck. Sends this back to the point. Gets driven right back into the trapezoid. Julia Ritchie back there to play. Puck comes out in front. And Van Zielen passes this over for Stremakova. They turn this puck over. London firing this forward. That gets blocked by DeRocha. DeRocha picking this loose puck up in the neutral zone. DeRocha going in with this puck. Drops it off behind her. She couldn't get it around in front. That net is dislodged. That referee's just going to go over and try to fix it behind the play, and that's what he does. Naren Parker picks this up for London in the O-zone. Shot fired, save made, rebound, pushed over to the side. There's a hard check. They're going to let that go by. That was a legit hip check put on by Juliet Methot. There's a shot low, stick save by Danica Rogers. So as you can see, we saw a trip, a hook, an interference, and a body check, and no penalties have been called. We'll see how this game goes. Catherine Crowley in for the faceoff. Waiting for a puck. There's one. Crowley facing off against Jamie Ryall. Ryall wins this faceoff, pulls this puck back. Stepping up, though, is Lauren Garson. Puck sent up on a near side. O'Neill not able to catch it. Puck comes all the way back into the neutral zone. And Kersamani picks this puck up, sends this forward. No icing. This is going to go just wide of the net. Rogers plays it to the corner. Puck taken back by Garson. Shot fired wide left. Lily Muldowney's going to pick that up off the boards. Passes this up taken away, though, by Rochester, trying to nudge that forward. London regains control of this puck, loses possession off an errant pass. Alexa O'Neill's going to go back for it, receives this puck from Caitlin Casper. O'Neill back behind her net, comes up on the near side, sends this up off the boards, and that's going to be an icing. Didn't come out enough for McCartney to be able to get to it. Just kind of rode the boards all the way down the length of the ice, and we're going to have an icing. 10:25 to go in this opening period. We are scoreless. Rochester with 2 shots on net to London Devilettes 1. Face-off won by Rochester. Hensel takes this puck back behind her net. Hard pass around, comes out into the neutral zone, goes off the stick of Marissa Chirico into the Rochester bench. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Kyla Rumford for London facing off against McCartney. McCartney with this puck skating forward. McCartney forced into the corner, stops, centering pass, and who was that? Samantha Latini was actually just taken out, feet swept out from underneath her. Kyla Rumford going in with this puck at the corner, centering pass attempted, gets knocked back behind the net by Kate Cameron of London, and coming back with this now is Rochester. Here's Summer McDonald. McDonald going to her left, dumps that puck in, goes off for her change. In after that puck is Sarah Hensel. Hensel in the corner, going to work. Leaves that puck for DeRocha. Gets knocked back out through the neutral zone. Chasing after it is Methot on her tail, Kate Cameron. Methot passes up in the neutral zone to Hensel. Sarah immediately attacked by Kyla Rumford. Dumps that puck in, goes off for her change. DeRocha goes into the corner to pick that puck up. Moves it ahead, taken away by Naren Parker. Parker sends this to the corner. London rips this puck all the way back around near side for Ritchie. Ritchie pushes this forward. It goes too far, though. That's not an icing, but Cresamani gets to it first. Cresamani coming up with this puck. Pass it to DeRocha. DeRocha feeds this over, comes back. DeRocha just let it go by her. Oh, what was that? It's like she didn't, she missed something. A little bit of miscommunication there on the Rochester Junior Americans' part. Cresamani back. Oh, no. Yeah, behind her net. Puck gets passed up. Neutral zone. Here's Catherine Crowley. Crowley ducks in behind Garson, loses that puck, chases it down in the corner. Crowley centering pass. There's a shot, save made, rebound picked up by Rochester. Mackenzie Beal overplaying. A puck goes into the trapezoid. Haley Bond with it. Comes around in the slot. Stepping up is O'Neill. Shot fired, gets blocked. Loose puck grabbed by London, gloved by Sarah Hensel in the neutral zone. She cycles this puck back. Hensel over the blue line, going back into the O-zone. Hensel looking, centering pass, makes its way over to Bond. Bond takes this into the corner, turns this back to Hensel. Hensel across for McCartney. McCartney fires this in, save made by Danica Rogers. There's a face-off won by Jamie Ryall of the London Devilettes. Puck is sent around behind the net. Vanessa Harrington trying to send this up and out. Rochester denying it. Samantha Latini going after the puck shot on net. Latini picks it up, goes for, she tried to send that up in the middle, taken away by Lily Muldowney. Puck comes up near the point. Vanessa Stevenson knocks this into the middle, taken away by Latini. Out in front, shot, glove save by Danica Rogers. This is a great sequence of puck action here as Latini's able to come up with this puck, passes this over. There's the shot, and Danica able just to gobble that up, squared her shoulders to the shooter. Had no place for that puck to go. DeRocha in for the face-off, drives this puck forward. Strumakova going after it. Puck comes out in front and peeled away by Julia Ritchie. Ritchie brings this into the neutral zone for the Devilettes, loses at the blue line, and they are offsides. Halfway through the first period, we are scoreless. Rochester 4 shots on goal. London Devilettes with 1. Naren Parker taking the face-off against... I don't know. I couldn't see. Can I now? It's Erica DeRocha still. Puck gets lost. Picked up Naren Parker. Parker in deep. McCartney on her. Puck goes into the corner. Juliet Methot over there. Methot pressures that girl down to the ice. London passes this back out to the point, fired back into the corner. DeRocha takes it away. DeRocha cutting her way into the middle, makes a move to get behind Marley Schinner. Comes up at the blue line, loses that puck. It careens its way all the way down over the end line, collected by Claire Purdy. Purdy rips this down. That actually hit off of O'Neill, so no icing. Casper holds this for O'Neill. Alexa skates this puck up, passes it up to Crowley, and they are offsides. Puck got tipped at the blue line, and Andy Eichen Van Zielen ended up crossing before the puck. Offsides is the call. Face off right here in front of us. Crowley against Rumford. Crowley pulls this puck back to the defense. That gets dumped in by Cresamani. Played behind the net by London, taken back Rochester. No, now the Devilettes have it. Come up on the far side. Pass off the boards for Kate Cameron. Cameron trying to get ahead of Alexa O'Neill. Nice stick battle between the two of them. I thought they had lightsabers. Puck comes over on the side. Crowley trying to dig this up to Van Zielen at the point. Ripped in by Megan Jean. I know better than that. Megan Jean. Puck goes back to the London end of the ice. Megan Jean brings this up à la droite. Sur la ligne de bleu. Megan Jean. Puck moved in. Kyla Rumford. Back to Jean. Jean rips this back behind the goal up on the near side. Kate Cameron trying to play it. And Hensel able to hold that at the blue line. Moves it around Rumford. Moves in. Shot. Save made. Danica Rogers just doing what she can to protect herself. Ends up saving that puck. In the corner, Kyla Rumford with it. Sends it back into the trapezoid. Battle for it there. Comes back to Rumford. Rumford near side. Flicks this up. Makes it into the neutral zone. That's going to be an icing if it makes it, but ends up being on net. Played out by Casper. Passed over to Methot. Methot hits Bond. Bond dumps his puck in. Goes back behind the net. Lily Muldowney plays this around in the neutral zone. Puck grabbed by Cresamani. Cresamani into the O-zone. Cresamani in the corner loses this puck. Cutting back for it, Lily Muldowney passes into the middle for Emma Holm. Holm on the near side. Crosses over the center line, dumps that puck in at the far corner. Emma McCartney trying to dig that out. Passes behind the net for Sophia Ketz. Ketz rips this around near side. Held in by Harrington. Fires this back into the trapezoid. Devilettes in the corner with this puck. Gets caught on the boards for a moment or two. Coming away with this puck is Crowley. Crowley loses this. Comes back for London. Jamie Ryals tries pushing this forward. It goes right to Sarah Hensel. Hensel fires this, goes wide of the net, left side, off the base of the boards, played by Vanessa Harrington. Rips this around on the near side. Alexa O'Neill steps up, gets a piece of that puck. Naren Parker takes it away, goes back into the corner, and she's battling against, I think it's a DeRocha. Now Latini in there. Playing the body. Puck comes up high, out into the neutral zone. Skating after it is Hensel. Sarah trying to keep that puck away. Gets this back out into the neutral zone. Loose puck picked up by Vanessa Harrington. Harrington tries firing. It goes off a DeRocha skate. Makes its way back to Lily Muldowney. Now Naren Parker has it. Moves this up at the center line. Summer McDonald got a piece of it. It makes its way over to Sarah Hensel. Hensel gets it around Naren Parker, but can't get it by Vanessa Harrington. Harrington takes this puck, dumps it in on net, and that gets blocked, saved by Kaylin Casper. Back around behind the net. Rochester passed up behind Summer McDonald. She's not able to catch it. Puck goes down the length of the ice. No icing is waved off. Claire Purdy plays that puck in the trapezoid. Comes out in front. Crowley shot. Save made. Drops down in the corner. Centering pass gets picked off by Kyla Rumford. Rumford sends this out into the neutral zone. Ketz gets a piece of it. Sends it over for Methot. Methot turns, fires this back up for McDonald. Summer into the neutral zone. Loses that puck. Comes back. Georgia Klofer turns that over. Now here's Methot with it. Methot loses that puck as she runs into a girl. Kyla Rumford takes this, rips this back through the trapezoid onto the near side for Vanessa Harrington. Harrington sends this up. Carson fires this back in. London Devilettes rip this up off the boards. And that gets picked up by Cresamani. Cresamani behind the net. There's a pass intended for O'Neill. O'Neill doesn't catch it. Puck comes back to Cresamani. Cresamani's going to skate that up on the near side. Go right by Van Zielen. loses his puck as her stick gets lifted. Dan-Dalin comes behind. Puck is knocked back. O'Neill has it. O'Neill pass off the boards, gets stolen by Marissa Chirico. Chirico sends this in. Emma Holm going after it. Puck taken by Cresamani. Cresamani through her trapezoid, skates up on the far side, stops at the corner, passes it back for Alexa O'Neill. O'Neill skating up in the circle, sends this all the way across. If it's got legs, it's going to be an icing, and it ices. And that'll bring the face-off back down to the other end of the ice. Shout out to my sponsors, Two Broke Moms, located on North Jefferson Street in Pulaski, next to the Dollar General. Power Play Sports, exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown. Dupree's Cleaning Services, exteriorcleaning315.com, and Glory Construction for all of your new building and new structure construction needs. If you're going to have it built in his glory. DeRocha takes that puck back behind, sends this through. Methot playing it now. DeRocha takes it back the other way. DeRocha gets all wrapped up, losing that puck. Hensel in there. Naren Parker battling for it, as is DeRocha. Hensel leaned down for a moment. I don't even know where the puck is. They both look like they're trying to open up a can of corn. And that puck comes out loose a little bit. DeRocha knocks it back, and that gets ripped through by Hensel on the far side. Chased down by Rochester. Pass back to Hensel again. We're going to battle for this puck some more. Hensel reaching over the back of that London player, sends that puck down, and that's going to be another icing as that puck travels the whole length of the ice. 1:14 to go in this opening period. Rochester out shooting London 4-2. We are scoreless here at the Ford Ice Center in Nashville, Tennessee, home of the 2024 Smashville Girls Showcase. Face-off won by Crowley. Puck picked up by Rochester, sent up. Here's Crowley with this puck. Crowley trying to get around Megan Jean. Jean takes that puck away. Jean in the corner sends this up along the boards. Ketz holds this in, fires it back in. Jean grabs this, shuffles this through the trapezoid, gets it over to Chirico. Chirico rips this puck out. That makes it, it's going to be an icing, and it's an icing. 46.3 seconds to go in this opening period. Kyla Rumford taking the faceoff against Catherine Crowley. Crowley wins this faceoff, pulls this puck back. Sarah Hensel skates it into the corner. Hensel comes up back at the hash mark, sends this across for O'Neill. O'Neill steps up, puts this puck into the corner, goes back into the trapezoid for Crowley. Crowley gets checked, guards that puck though. Jean sends this around, weird bounce off the boards, comes out for Crowley, can't get a stick on it, puck bounces around. I think that's Chirico sending this puck up and across. Kate Cameron not able to get to it. Alexa turns this puck back. Jean with it. Jean snaps this up off the boards, gets by O'Neill. Hensel turns and chases after this puck, grabs this, and brings this up along the boards. 10 seconds ago, sends this back into the trapezoid for Alexa O'Neill. O'Neill fires this on the far side, gets out into the neutral zone. Puck gets passed across for Chirico. Chirico turns, dumps his puck in, and that's where this period is going to end. At the end of one period of play, it is 0-0 here at the Ford Ice Center in Nashville, Tennessee. Hey, Dave Zielinski, good to see you here for another 16U game. Not sure if you saw the end of Estelle's game, the 14U game before this, but what a crazy ending. I'll be right back. right, intermission is over. Second period about to begin. London Devilettes in red, the visiting team, going from left to right this second period. Rochester Junior Americans in white, the home team, going from right to left. Jamie Ryall steals this puck away, trying to get this out. Here comes Ryall, pass across, stolen by Gianta. Gianta sends this over to the side, swung out by Haley Bond. Puck's loose on the side. Lily Muldowney takes this over to the side, and we're going to get an interference penalty against the London Devilettes. So, London Devilettes minor penalty number 12, Vanessa Stevenson, 1 minute 30-second minor for interference. Number 12, minute 30, interference. Time of the minor penalty, 0:24 of the second period, and it's a Rochester Junior Americans power play. Rochester bringing this puck over. Haley Bond drops this off for Garson. For DeRocha. DeRocha passes over to Cresamani. Cresamani holds this in. Passes over to Crowley. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Bond going after. Puck comes up into the neutral zone. And chasing that puck down is Isabella Cresamani. Cresamani skating up with this puck on the near side over the blue line. In deep at the corner. Back in the trapezoid. Cycling around looking for somebody to pass to. Drops it off for DeRocha. DeRocha steps up. Shot. Save made. Hard rebound off the boards, comes all the way out into the neutral zone. Naren Parker chasing after it. Parker passes over, and a shot is not able to be taken. Isabella Gianta driving that puck wide of the net in the trapezoid, battling for it still. Coming in behind to spirit that puck, Catherine Crowley. Puck comes to the corner, sent up to the point for Claire Purdy. Purdy can't keep it. Brings this out into the neutral zone, passes this over to the other side. Marley Schinner loses this puck, and here comes the Americans. There's a shot, save made. I missed the transition to the goalie camera. Pass out into the middle, gets redirected by Naren Parker, picked up by Sarah Hensel on the far side, and the teams return to even strength. This puck sent into the middle. Latini, hard time settling it down. O'Neill steps up, fires that puck, and caught in the armpit of Naren Parker, comes out for Julia Ritchie. Here's Ritchie coming in, stops short, comes into the middle, fires that puck, goes over to the corner. Julia Ritchie catches up to it, sends this out to the point. That gets redirected in deep. O'Neill grabs this over the end line, passes up off the boards for Latini, and Latini ices the puck. If it makes it, and it made it. That's an icing. Well, 29 to go in the second period. Kyla Rumford taking a face-off for London. And Emma McCartney takes the face-off for Rochester. McCartney tries driving that puck forward, taken away by Kate Cameron, sent over to the point, dumped in by London. Puck picked up on the near side. Andy Eipen van Zielen trying to bring that out, not able to, and now out it comes with Methot. Puck gets turned back. Chasing after it is, I think, Ketz. Kyla Rumford in the trapezoid for London, driven into the corner. Puck comes out in front, reaching for it. Andy Eipen van Zielen can't get to it in time. Kate Cameron takes it away, turns, fires that puck, goes back into the trapezoid. Now in the far corner, Rochester trying to send it out, gets blocked. Second attempt, moves this puck up for Polina Stremakova. Stremakova, Kat's not able to get it. Shot is deflected off of Methot, goes into the corner. Stremakova, a little short pass up for McCartney. McCartney fires this into their neutral zone, caught by Marissa Shariko. Shariko bringing it back for London. Shariko in deep in the trapezoid, stopped as McCartney presses her up against the boards. Comes back with that puck, shot fired. It gets deflected, goes around on the far side. London fires this into the trapezoid. Battling for it there is Georgia Klopfer. That gets fired wide left by Marissa Shariko. Far side, ripped, deflected, corner, sent back into the trap. Now back up, sent backhanded across the top of the paint into the corner. Kyla Rumford tried getting that puck, and Mitha tried clearing it. It goes off the body of Kate Cameron, comes back, and that finally gets covered up by Kaylin Casper for the faceoff. So another faceoff to the right side of Casper. Leah Giroux taking a faceoff for nope, Jamie Ryall taking a faceoff. Ryo tried sending it into the corner. Rochester puts it up, held in at the point by Harrington. Harrington sends this over to the corner. Vanessa Stevenson takes this into the trapezoid, taken away by Cresamani, taking this in on the right side. Loses puck in the corner, goes after and battles to get it into the trapezoid. Out comes this puck, and that is an offsides as it gets flung right back in by Alexa O'Neill. Neutral zone faceoff. Crowley pulls this puck back to Alexa. Alexa over to Cresamani. Cresamani fires this towards the goal. Save made. Rebound goes over into the corner. London trying to get it out. Held in by Rochester. Summer McDonald passes this back up for Garson. Garson sends this back into the corner. Now this comes out into the slot. Hensel going over. Gets this puck, keeps it away from Julia Ritchie for a moment anyway. Garson comes over, has it, snaps this off the boards, moves it into the offensive end. Marley Schinner turns back and fires this puck back up. Rochester still able to hold it. Now this puck comes back into the middle, played by Rochester. Julia Ritchie skating this down on the left side, stops, turns around, loses that puck, goes to the corner. Naren Parker in there to pick it up. Parker centering pass goes right to Lauren Garson. Garson coming back with this puck. 2-on-2 as Garson's got Summer McDonald. No, McDonald goes off. Shot fired, save made. Puck goes to the corner. Out into the neutral zone. Pushed forward by Kate Cameron. Hustling after that puck, Georgia Klopfer. Klopfer can't get to it before Hensel. Sarah takes that puck around on the far side. Hard pass off the boards, and that's going to be an icing. Not sure how she thought physics worked, but that was not going to come back in the middle to anybody that could use it. So icing is what happens, and I guess she maybe needed a break. I sure would. That's all I know. 9:06 to go in the second period. We are scoreless here at the Ford Ice Center, home of the 2024 Smashville Girls Hockey Showcase. That puck held in by Shariko. Shariko plays this up against the board, sends this in a deep centering pass. Nothing doing on the far side. Kyla Rumford sends this back out to the point. Megan Jean dumps this in. That comes across in front. Puck is loose in the slot. And Casper able to cover that puck up. We'll have a face-off to the left side of Kaylin. Face-off goes to the middle. Stepping up, Isabella Gianta. Gianta brings this over the center line. Gianta drops this off into the middle, taking that shot. Oh, save made. A puck comes over onto the side, makes it all the way back out into the neutral zone. Cresamani sends this off the boards. It's caught by Jean. Megan not able to hold it. Now advancing with this puck, Kyla Rumford. Rumford into the O-zone. Rumford takes a knee, fires, goes wide. Stopped by Cresamani. Cresamani short pass up for Beal. Ketz with it. Moves that in, and they are offsides. He's pointing down. I think Gianta may have been over the line. DeRocha in for the faceoff against Ryall. Faceoff comes back for Sarah Hensel. Hensel passes this puck over for O'Neill. O'Neill dumps this puck in, goes back into the trapezoid, chased after by Lily Muldowney. Muldowney not able to do anything with that puck. Bond has it. Bond back into the trap. Passes puck up to O'Neill. O'Neill cycles this over to Hensel. Hensel Moving forward, sends this into the corner, goes through the trapezoid, grabbed by DeRocha. DeRocha battling in the corner, trying to get that out into the middle, blocked by Ryall. Ryall takes that puck away in the corner. Ryall skating forward with this puck. Here is Jamie Ryall over the blue line into the offensive zone. Ryall pressed up against the boards by O'Neill. Alexa gets her stick on that puck, moves it forward for DeRocha. DeRocha moves this into the corner, trying to play this up, gets sent back to the point. Muldowney puts this into the center point. Shot fired. Save made by Kaylin Kasper. See how much of that I was able to catch as that puck came across to the center point and then ripped in and sliding to her left to make that save. Kaylin Kasper. Faceoff will be on her left side. Naren Parker taking the draw against Crowley. Methot sends his puck back behind the trapezoid. Coming around with it is Sophia Ketz. Ketz is absolutely taken out of that play. Puck comes back for Juliet. Juliet sends behind the goal, near side. Coming up from the point is Claire Purdy. Puck comes out into the middle, and that puck gets deflected, goes wide into the corner. Swatted at by Rumford. Rumford fires this back in across the paint into the corner. Going after it, there is Leah Giroux. Back up at the point. Purdy sends this back in deep. Centering pass attempted, blocked out in front, shot. I don't know if that got saved or deflected. I couldn't really see. My eyes don't move that fast. Methot grabs that puck, backhands it up off the boards. Leah Giroux fires it in, goes off the side of the net. Puck picked up by Crowley. Crowley has it knocked off of her stick by Ritchie, but she stays with it. Crowley skating up into the neutral zone. And they're offsides. For real. If anything, I thought a penalty should get called against Leah Giroux for throwing her stick at Catherine as she skated by her. But offsides is the call. 6:20 to go in this second period. Face-off won by London Devilettes. Garson comes over. That's offsides. Emma McCartney taking the face off against Rumford. Rumford fires it forward, goes right to Cresamani. Cresamani to O'Neill. O'Neill to McCartney. McCartney has that knocked away by Shariko. Puck sent out. O'Neill gets it. O'Neill passes over to Cresamani. Cresamani sends his forward. It gets deflected, comes right back. Cresamani brings this back out into the neutral zone. Cresamani flings that forward. It goes off of Rumford's stick. And Lauren Garson crossed over that blue line before the puck as a result of that deflection. Everybody's changing lines. 10 new girls get onto the ice. JB Ryall facing off against DeRocha. DeRocha pulls this puck back for Methot. Methot passes this over for Hensel. Hensel plays this back in her zone. Curling around, trying to avoid Emma Holm. Hensel passes this across. Gianta couldn't get that. Lily Muldowney sends this forward. Methot grabs it, passes off the boards. Methot coming up. Battle for this puck, which is somewhere around there on the ground, because that's where things go. DeRocha passes over to Hensel. Hensel taking this up on the far side, passes into the middle. Jamie Ryall, the only one there. Ryall against Methot. Pulls this puck around, gets that shot off, hits off the side of the net. Now that goes off the glass, drops down into the trapezoid, deflects off a player, goes back into the trapezoid again. Loose puck on the side. Puck loose out in front. Now it goes over towards the corner, played out by Rochester, caught by Vanessa Harrington in the neutral zone. Harrington passes over to Muldowney. Muldowney dumps his puck in, and that's an icing because she fired that from almost her blue line. It's way before the center line, so icing is the call. 4:51 to go in this second period. Shots on goal. Rochester with 7. London Devilettes with 8. A very close game. Catherine Crowley in for the faceoff. Pulls this puck back. London trying to drive this puck forward. Comes into the neutral zone. Cresamani with it. Moves this up for Latini. Latini dumps this puck in. Crowley going to go after it in the trapezoid. Here come the Devilettes out with this puck. Julia Ritchie with it at the blue line. Sends this around Sophia Ketz. Ketz battling for that puck, gets a piece of it. This gets flung back to the point for Marley Schinner. Schinner fires this across. Nice back checking by Rochester. And Crowley brings this out into the neutral zone. Here goes Catherine. Catherine passes that puck over. Shot, no goal! It took a while. That was a lot of hard work. Goal scored by number 26, Samantha Latini, assisted by number 76, Catherine Crowley. Time of the Rochester Junior Americans goal, 10:56 of the second period. And Rochester leads 1-0 in this closely matched game. Rochester coming back. They've got the taste of a goal in their mouth. Alexa O'Neill fires that into the trapezoid, played by Andy Eipenvanazilin. This puck sent down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing, and we'll bring the face-off all the way back down by Danica Rogers. McCartney in for the face-off. Emma will be squaring off against Kyla Rumford. Rumford wins this face-off. Puck goes over to the boards. London sends this back into the trapezoid and immediately get attacked. Puck passed up along the board. Sarah Hensel sends this back in deep, goes behind the net over onto the far side. Megan Jean tries clearing it. Rochester able to hold it momentarily anyway. I think that's McCartney over there with it. Hensel steps up. Not Hensel. O'Neill steps up, fires it, gets blocked in front, never made it through. Van Zielen with this puck at the back boards. Puck leaks its way up along the boards to the hash mark. Kate Cameron trying to get this out, held in by Sarah Hensel. Hensel's trying to get her stick on it. Puck gets sent through the zone. Methot hustling back to get that puck and keep it away from Georgia Klopfer. Takes this back behind the net. Klopfer all over her. Methot driven into the boards. Puck is loose out in front. Backhand shot and a goal. And who was that girl that scored that goal? Let's see. Did I catch it on the instant replay? No, I missed the actual goal itself. I'll find out in a moment from the official score. Well, these refs finally call a penalty. So London Devilettes goal scored by number 18, Kyla Rumford, assisted by number 20, Megan Jean. 18 from 20, time of the London Devilettes goal, 12:15 of the second period. Rochester Junior Americans penalty, number 89, Erica DeRocha, 1 minute 30-second minor for roughing. Number 89, a minute 30, rough. Time of the minor penalty, 12:19. Now puck comes out into the neutral zone. Harrington passes this puck over to Muldowney. Muldowney brings us into the O zone. Rochester trying to get it out, and Bond drives that puck forward. Retreating back to play on it, Vanessa Harrington. Passes puck over near side for Muldowney. Muldowney dumps this forward. Chris Amani deflects it back into the trapezoid. O'Neill able to get this out into the neutral zone. Caught by Muldowney. Muldowney falls down. Muldowney sends his puck forward, and O'Neill grabs his puck, spins around, tried to get it out, goes off a skate, comes back. Chris Amani dumps that puck down. That's going to be an icing. So this game's starting to get chippy for the same reason the last game got chippy. These referees are doing nothing to maintain control of the game. I know they're trying their hardest and they're doing the best that they can do, but girls hockey's not supposed to have checking, and there have been some hard hits in this game. Naren Parker in for the faceoff against Crowley. Faceoff won by London. Puck comes across, a little touch in front. And that puck is saved, made by Kaylin Casper. Redirected into the corner. Sarah Hensel over there, speared at by Crowley. Her stick is broken. Puck knocks over and hits her busted stick. And Hensel dumps this puck all the way down for the icing so her teammate can get a stick. You don't want to be, or they're not shorthanded anymore. The teams have returned to even strength. The team's return to even strength right now. I was only off by a second. Not bad. Hensel rips this across the ice. Hits off the base of the boards, and it takes a weird angle. It goes down for the icing. Angle of reflection did not equal angle of incidence on that one. Must have been because of the spin on the puck. Face off to the left side of Casper. Naren Parker in for the draw against DeRocha. They just wrap each other up. Sarah grabs this puck, fires this over to the corner, gets played up, held in at the point by Marley Schinner. Turned back out. There's a trip on Sarah. Not going to call that one. Naren Parker trying to move that puck forward. Now coming away with this puck is DeRocha. DeRocha getting hooked. Shot right into the glove of Danica Rogers for the save. 35.1 seconds to go. Right, I'm not the only one that saw that trip and then that hook, am I? They didn't call anything last game either. That's why 14-year-olds ended up in a fight. Crowley in for the faceoff. Pulls this puck back. Gets past across. Intercepted by Georgia Klofer. Klofer can't keep it. Katz drives this puck back. Garson moves this puck up. It's a shot. Oh, missed by Rogers. Wide of the net. That puck does come out into the neutral zone. Katz sends this back in. That should have been an offsides. Kyla Rumford passes this puck over to Klofer. Klofer dumps this in. 4 seconds to go. This puck gets knocked up, and that's where it's going to end. At the end of 2 periods of play, we are tied at 1 goal apiece here at the Ford Ice Center in Nashville, Tennessee, home of the 2024 Smashville Girls Hockey Showcase. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, and we'll be back after this ice cut. hockey fans, here we are back for period number 3. This game is tied 1-1. Rochester shots on goal 10. London Devilettes shots on goal 8. This is seems to be so far a very evenly matched game. We'll see how the officiating prevails. Unfortunately, this game may be decided by the officiating. Hopefully these girls keep their cool, stick to playing hockey, and don't get chippy. Erica DeRocha lining up for the faceoff for Rochester. She'll be squaring off against Jamie Ryall of the London Devilettes. Here we go. There's the faceoff, and it is secured by Rochester. Alexa O'Neill pushes this puck forward. Vaughn trying to drive this in. Gianta almost got a piece of that. This puck gets sent back through the neutral zone. Cresamani plays it, gives this over to O'Neill. O'Neill sends this up. That goes out and back in again. That is an offsides. The official raised his arm first as if we were playing delayed offsides, but we're not. It clearly explains his grasp on what the rules are of this game. Oh, no, we got a player hurt. Oh, I didn't even see that. My bad. My apologies. There's a Rochester player down. I couldn't see it. It's back on the other side of that wall, so I have no idea who it is. Hopefully she's okay. Well, she's sitting upright. Her head's above the boards. Still can't tell who it is. And she's up and skating across. Oh, it's Alexa O'Neill. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Jamie Ryall facing off against DeRocha again. Ryall drives this puck forward. Picked up by Hensel. Hensel sends this behind the net for Methot. Methot back to Hensel. Hensel up along the boards for Bond. Bond trying to drive this puck forward. Vanessa Harrington able to knock this puck back. Goes over DeRocha. Grabs this puck at the center line. Reaching for it. Absolutely getting hacked at by Stevenson. And we've got a delayed penalty coming up. And there we go. Oh, my goodness. He's going to call a high stick. A high stick. The least likely penalty to be called in the situation, but whatever, as long as she's going to the penalty box. So London Devilettes penalty number 12, Vanessa Stevenson, 1 minute 30-second minor for high sticking. Number 12, a minute 30 high stick. Time of the minor penalty 0-5-0, and it's a Rochester Junior Americans power play. Cresamani passes puck back over to DeRocha. DeRocha back over to Cresamani. Cresamani sends this in deep to Crowley. Crowley back to Cresamani. Cresamani center point over to Crowley. Crowley cycles this over back to the hash mark. Sends this off the boards back into the trapezoid for Bond to play. Around for DeRocha. DeRocha to Cresamani. Cresamani in shot that gets deflected. Back in the corner. Gianta all the way across to Cresamani. Cresamani moving in on the right side. He's going to cycle around with Crowley. Passes back to Crowley. Crowley at the point. Cycles back into the corner. Umbrella's open. Shot fired in it deep. It's in there. Battle for that puck, and coming away with it is Gianta. Gianta back out to Crowley. Puck is knocked free. Skating it down, Kate Cameron. Cameron has Gianta on her. Gianta leans on her to get that puck away. Puck leads Gianta over the blue line, and it's knocked back by Kyla Rumford. DeRocha in the neutral zone. 30 seconds to go in the player advantage for Rochester. DeRocha's stick is pulled away from her. One might call that holding. O'Neill back on the ice. Good to see. Passes puck over to Hensel. Hensel over to Garson. Garson touches into the offensive end. 14 seconds to go. Player advantage. Back into the neutral zone. O'Neill with it. Tries giving this to Hensel. Knocked away by Naren Parker. Parker drives this puck into the corner, going after it. Hensel has it. Sends this over to O'Neill. O'Neill skating up with this puck, and the teams return to even strength. Garson takes that puck. Sends this into the corner. Back behind the net. Played back there, knocked over onto the side. Chasing that puck down is Summer McDonald. McDonald sends this back into the corner, comes back up. Naren Parker drives this out into the neutral zone. O'Neill tries to reach for it. Hensel going for it. Reaching after it, Georgia Klopfer chopping away. If only I had a Lumberjack song queued up. This is amazing. Puck knocked free by Julia Ritchie, wrapped up by McDonald. Hensel driving through it. This puck sends us up along the boards for Latini. Latini passes this across for Garson. Garson brings this over the blue line into the offensive end. Has that puck knocked away. Marley Schinner takes it back. Schinner to Parker. Parker moves it forward. Puck turned back by Stremakova. Driven back in by Schinner. Now back out. Ketz has it. Ketz trying to get this around Leah Giroux. Trips her. She goes down. Puck comes over to Marley Schinner. Schinner back into the neutral zone. And Ketz trying to drive this puck back out. Gets a little bit of help from Stremakova. McCarty checked up against the boards. Ketz steps up, holds that puck in. Now it gets behind her. Passed out to Leah Giroux in the neutral zone. Methot sends his puck back. Jamie Ryle holds it in. Now that puck gets fired forward by Vanessa Harrington. Puck played off the backboards by Emma McCartney up along the side. Dished out to Andy Ipina Van Zielen. Van Zielen sends this in deep. She's going to peel off and go for her change. Lily Muldowney chases after that puck. Muldowney sends this out into the neutral zone. Hurried along by Leah Giroux. Goes right to Cresamani. And that's an offsides as that puck went in before Emma Holm was able to clear the zone. 1-1 game, 10:34 to go in regulation. DeRocha for the faceoff. Puck comes back to O'Neill. O'Neill passes this over to Cresamani. Cresamani dumps this puck down. Megan Jean plays it in the trapezoid. Comes out into the neutral zone with Vanessa Stevenson. Stevenson has this knocked off her puck, and Bond steals that. Bond tries passing it over, gets deflected. O'Neill, long pass over for DeRocha. DeRocha loses that puck, and Kyla Rumford comes away with it. Rumford passes back to her defense behind the net to Jean. Jean rips this all the way up into the neutral zone, tipped up by Vanessa Stevenson, turned back by Rochester, grabbed by Jean. Jean moves this up. Gianta grabs this at center ice. Gianta into the O-zone. Gianta on the right side. Shot, kick, save over to the side by Danica Rogers. Puck goes back into the trapezoid. Jean chases this down against the boards. Coming over is Latini. Latini gets it away, goes to the corner, battling against Chirico. Chirico comes away with this puck. Chirico flicks this up, goes by Rumford. Rumford hits the deck. Sarah Hensel grabs this puck, tries to hit Latini, and it gets blocked. Hensel loses that puck. Moving in with it, Georgia Klopfer. Klopfer shot high off the glass, drops down. Hensel picks it up. Hensel tries passing this puck up for Latini, gets slowed down. Latini turns, grabs it, passes this over to the other side for Crowley. Shot fired and save made by Danica Rogers. 9:09 to go in regulation before we're stuck with a shootout. The worst possible way to end a game. But it's got to end somehow, and that's a quick way to do it. Summer McDonald in for the faceoff. Puck driven to the middle by Crowley. Gets deflected, goes high. Ritchie drops it down. Passes over to Klopfer. Klopfer back to Parker. Parker loses this against the boards. Dumps this in deep. Methot going back there to battle. Puck goes back into the trapezoid. O'Neill has it. Gives this to Methot. Methot sends this back to the other side. McDonald back to play on a guards that puck, passes it back to O'Neill. Alexa takes this puck up in front of the goal, sends this up along and through the neutral zone. No icing, hustling after it. Marley Schinner. Schinner grabs this in front of her goal, cycles this around. Hard pass up to Richie. Richie touches this in for the dump in. Grabbed by Sarah Hensel. Hensel in the corner, snaps this. This goes up high and gets deflected into the Rochester bench. We'll have a face-off down in the Rochester zone to the left side of Kaylin Casper. No, we won't. I'm wrong. It's going to be in the neutral zone. I guess it went off of a Devilettes stick, apparently. Driven in by Vanessa Harrington. Puck goes over to the corner. Picked up by Cresamani. Cresamani stopped at the trapezoid. Big battle for that puck ensues. Goes over to the corner. Julia Ritchie there. Sends this back to the point. Ripped from the point. And falling down, Jamie Ryall. She got cross-checked, I guess, and the puck hit her in the head. So Rochester Junior Americans penalty number 2, Sarah Hensel. 1 minute 30-second minor for a cross-check. Number 2, 1 minute 30 seconds cross-check. The time of the minor penalty, 6:58 of the third period. And we'll see how the Rochester special teams does here. Shot fired from the point, save made by Kaylin Casper. Face-off comes to the slot, nudges forward, goes wide of the net, picked up by Georgia Klopfer. She sends this back into the trapezoid, passed out in front on the side, save made Casper. Puck gets knocked up ahead, chasing it down, Haley Bond. Bond gets this through the neutral zone, battling against Shariko, driving through Shariko. Shariko able to get this puck back, picked up by Georgia Klopfer. Klopfer into the O-zone. Klopfer wide right, puck knocked away. Back there behind her, Kate Cameron to hold this in, puts this in deep. Puck played on and knocked free into the slot. This comes through the neutral zone. Retreating back to pick that puck up, Kate Cameron gets passed to her by Danica Rogers. Cameron skating up at the blue line. Passes this forward to Rumford. Rumford dumps this in. Cresamani going after it. Rumford going off for a change. Cresamani passes this back behind the net for Methot. Methot back to Cresamani. Comes up along the boards for DeRocha. DeRocha can't get it out. Goes right back to Cresamani. Cresamani sends this back behind the net. Crowley going after it. Leah Giroux with this puck cycling around, and that gets knocked out by DeRocha and then just ripped back in by Ritchie with a complete disregard for the offsides rule. 7 seconds remaining for the player advantage. We should have this at center ice for sure. Naren Parker is going to take the face-off for the London Devilettes. She's going to square off against Rochester's Catherine Crowley at center ice. Rochester wins the face-off, but Julia Ritchie steals that puck, gets it over to Leah Giroux. Giroux offsides. Or that puck went up and hit somebody in the bench. Either way, face-off in the neutral zone. Teams return to even strength. Here's a slow line change. 5-on-5 hockey. McCartney drives that puck forward. Picked up by Purdy. Claire passes this over to Marley Schinner. Schinner dumps that in. Save made by Casper. Puck held in. Another shot on net. Another save. A rebound goes over to the corner. Sarah Hensel trying to drive this puck out. Held in. There's a backhand shot in the paint. Loose puck. And sent over onto the side. Coming out with this puck is Emma McCartney. McCartney skating this through the neutral zone. McCartney winds up. Shot, kick, save by Danica Rogers. Rebound comes all the way out into the neutral zone. Latini there. Latini drives Leah Giroux into the board. She hits her head, and the refs think that's okay. That's going to make this game get rougher. Latini battling against Ritchie. Puck gets dumped in, goes back behind the net. Garson going after it on the far side with Vanessa Harrington. Harrington sends this up. DeRocha gets this in the neutral zone. Erica comes over near side, pulls that puck over the blue line, loses it. Her and Ketz move this puck forward, gets rejected by Vanessa Harrington, and chasing that down is Alexa O'Neill. O'Neill's got Jamie Ryall on her. O'Neill goes down in the trapezoid. Puck is loose, picked up by DeRocha, passed up for Gianta. Now DeRocha again trying to drag that puck with her. Turned over, Jamie Ryall brings this back, kicks this puck up, trying to get her stick on it. Nice back checking, and that puck gets covered up by Kaylin Casper for the faceoff. 5:02 to go. O'Neill is playing patty cake with Vanessa Harrington. Patty cake, patty cake. Baker's man. And they stopped. 5:02 left in regulation. Face-off, smacked back by London Devilettes. Comes all the way through the neutral zone. Vanessa Harrington passes this puck over. It gets sent forward. Rochester Gianta backhands this back through the neutral zone. Pushed forward, passed up to Emma Holm. Holm tries to dump that puck in, but they cross off sides. 4:45 to go in regulation. Kyla Rumford taking a face-off against DeRocha. DeRocha comes away with this puck, moves this puck up, chasing it down. Megan Jean passes this across to somebody on her team. Methot picks this puck up. Methot crosses over the center line, goes to dump that puck in. Kyla Rumford chasing after it, brings this into her trapezoid. Rumford on the near side, passes puck up to Kate Cameron. Cameron skates around Latini. Latini turns to back check. Latini, nice stick checking, trying to lift that puck up. Stick up. Oh, and it goes in. Puck gets redirected out in front. Goal gets scored, knocked in, I believe, by Marley Schinner. Nope, I think it was a 15. I think it's Georgia Klopfer. Let me take that back. And it is a London Devilettes goal scored by number 15, Georgia Klopfer, assisted by number 11, Kate Cameron. 15 from 11, Klopfer from Cameron. Time of the London Devilettes' second goal, 10:53 of the third period. They lead 2-1. Pass comes across. Rochester trying to steal it. Ketz grabs this puck and dumps it in. Goes in deep, back through the trapezoid. Marley Schinner sends it back to the near side. London passes puck up. It is held in by Latini. Latini cycles around, tries to get this towards the slot. It's caught in her skate. She's still trying to knock that puck over. Now moving forward with it is Julia Ritchie. Ritchie dumps this puck in. Hensel going after it. Picking that puck up is Summer McDonald. This puck gets rifled back, goes into the trapezoid, collected by Ketz. Ketz backhands this puck up for McDonald. McDonald touches it into the neutral zone. Vanessa Stevenson there, passes it back to Schinner. Schinner sends this forward for Holm. Holm brings this into the offensive end. Holm fires out across. I think Casper got a piece of it. Goes off the far boards. Bond passes into the neutral zone, grabbed by Schinner. Schinner shovels this forward. Hensel there. That puck comes out and goes back in again. Nice check by DeRocha. A little elbow to the chinny chin there. Gianta coming over the blue line with this puck. Tried centering it. Goes off of a skate, not to DeRocha. Puck comes back, ripped forward by Cresamani. Deflected off the skate, though, of Emma Holm. Holm trying to bring this in. Alexa O'Neill trying to drive that puck out. Kate Cameron pushes this back into the corner, into the trapezoid. It goes to Rocha. Passes up to Bond. Bond trying to get this around Vanessa Harrington. Harrington chasing it back. Haley Bond battling, as is DeRocha. See O'Neill sliding back, waiting for that puck to come out. And Ryall able to dump this puck in, and she goes off for a change. Here's Isabella Cresamani. Cresamani skating up over the center line, trying to weave her way in over the blue line. Loses that puck. He gets turned back out. DeRocha trying to advance forward. Puck picked up by Kate Cameron. Cameron not able to bring that puck with her. Now it gets knocked out of the air by Cameron. Here's Kate in the neutral zone. Kate over the blue line, advancing forward. Drop pass back for Kyla Rumford. Rumford sends this across the middle, and this gets ripped out by Garson, chased after by Crowley. Catherine Crowley going into the corner. Puck grabbed by Megan Jean. Loose puck. Mayhem ensues. Kyla Rumford spinning around. Puck goes into trapezoid, ripped up on the near side. Kate Cameron with it. Goalie has been pulled for Rochester. Extra attacker is on. A minute 25 to go. Here's DeRocha. Shot. Deflected off the leg of Megan Jean. Onto the side, Cameron trying to get that puck out. Held in by Rochester. Stepping up is Hensel. Sarah Hensel trying to kick this puck up. And Kate Cameron trying to get it out. Puck goes out down the length of the ice. That's an icing. 1:06 left in regulation. Will bring this faceoff all the way back down by Danica Rogers. Shots on goal, Rochester 15, London Devilettes 12. The Devilettes lead 2-1 here with 1:06 to go in regulation. DeRocha lining up against Naren Parker. Puck goes over towards the corner. Marley Schinner battling for it. Puck leaks up and out. Haley Bond sends this over to the far side. Sarah Hensel over to play it. Bond coming in behind. Can't bring that puck with her. It's stuck. It's over there. It's near the blue line now. It moves further back, and that puck is held in by O'Neill. Dumped into the corner. Picked up by Claire Purdy. And that puck held in again by O'Neill. Now it's pulled out. What? And we've got a delayed penalty. It must be against London Devilettes. No? Offside? I'm not sure what's happening here. 40.9 seconds to go in this game. Extra attacker on the ice for Rochester. Crowley in for the faceoff. Comes back to Hensel. Hensel brings this up over the blue line. Shot wide of the net. Off the base of the boards, Marley Schinner grabs it. Sends this around along the side. Over to play it. London trying to get this out. Out it comes. Hensel skating down after that puck. It's going to go wide of the net for an icing. And with 24.7 seconds to go, we'll bring the faceoff back down by Danica Rogers. There's a lot of time left. Rochester has to get into a good shooting position. DeRocha trying to pull this back for Crowley. Comes back for Crowley. Shot goes off the shin pad of Jamie Ryle. Fired in, goes wide right. Crowley picks this up off the board, sends this back for O'Neill. O'Neill to Hensel. Hensel rips this in. Oh, it goes behind Crowley. Can't get it off. 10 seconds to go. Loose puck. Grabbed by Emma Helm. Helm held in by Hensel. Back over for DeRocha. DeRocha in at the corner. Gets that off shot. Back to Hensel. Hensel rips this in, and it's saved by Danica Rogers at the buzzer. And this one ends in a London Devilettes victory. They finish the weekend undefeated, and Rochester with a 1-1-1, all right? A win, a loss, and an overtime loss or shootout loss, whatever it's called. What a heck of a game here at the Ford Ice Center, Northrake in Nashville, Tennessee, home of the 2024 Smashville Girls Hockey Showcase. This one ends in a 2-1 victory for the London Devilettes as Rochester Junior Americans' last-minute battle just not enough. Well, games will continue tomorrow. I'll be back live at 8:30 in the morning as the Rochester Junior Americans 14U team takes on the Team Long Island team for the first game of the elimination bracket tomorrow. So from the Ford Ice Center in Nashville, Tennessee, I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.